Hey,
It's a lie.
welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be talking about jobs.
It's a lie.
In
we got
boot camp.
We got a new one.
Addition. We got a new addition. We got Corrales.
What's up?
You gonna scoot it because they can't see you.
I'm trying to run.
Oh God, my leg. Okay. So you can pick the jobs, or they can pick the jobs for you.
Why are you sitting like that?
So in the division, they have body, the front division front.
Sorry, my fiance is coughing.
Division front and division body. And in the front, if you're short, you're gonna be a stick.
Don't be a stick. You get beat a lot.
You don't have a choice. If you're fucking short, you're gonna be a stick.
You're gonna be a stick.
Be on your toes.
If you're really tall, you're gonna be a road car. And you have to run to every like road door. You just
shit open.
Oh, everything.
Something like that.
Yeah. You don't have a choice.
Your heels
either.
on the line. And shit.
Yeah.
If you're a stick, don't fucking fish.
Don't do it.
Don't fish.
Yeah. When you're walking,
right.
you'll know
Yeah.
what we mean.
Stick one.
The jobs that they have the yeoman if you're really good with paperwork, and yeomans don't get beat because they're always in the office, either not doing anything or hiding.
But they get yelled at the most.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress. You hardly sleep too.
Yeah.
So if you don't like sleeping.
But you don't get beat that much. You get yelled at, but I mean, I'd rather get yelled at than get beat when everybody else is getting beat. The yeoman get a lot of
Our humans
perks.
got beat because they fucked up paperwork.
See, that's what I said. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But Martinez barely got beat, and so did Higgins Holiday never got beat.
Because they like them.
That's what I said. If the RDCs like you, then you won't get
Some
beat.
people weren't liked in boot camp.
I don't know why.
I think it's just her RDCs in general. They just didn't know what they were doing. Sort of. I think they were just like in the position of being new RDCs, and they really didn't know. A red rope is an RDC. Y'all are weird back here. And a blue rope is an RDC in training. So they really can't. They can't beat you, but they can like yell at you, if that makes sense. And the majority of them, if y'all don't pay attention over here,
We're in love. We met 3 days after 3 days ago.
She don't know. Fuck you. You always forgetting dates. This is just like you, you know.
I wish I would just have cousin on YouTube.
We've been out here for 3 days, you know. I don't know what's really going on with everything else, but I know what's going on with us, you know what I'm saying? Yes!
Can we zoom in on the ring? Can we zoom in on the ring, please? I need a little action. Can we get a little action? Oh.
See that ring?
Yeah, I stole it.
That's how much you mean to me.
It doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
It's all about the thought that counts.
Since I love her so much.
It doesn't fit me, but it's okay.
I told you I stole it. Why are you so
Let's put a ring on it.
See, you so fucking picky all the time. I got you a ring, you want to talk about how it don't fit? Look at her squeezing it down.
Literally, doesn't even fit.
It's a thought that counts.
It's a thought that counts. It's okay for Paul.
Definitely
Yeah,
could get a resize.
We'll go get a size this weekend, babe. Yeah. I was going to Chicago anyways.
We're very happy. We met 3 days ago.
Something's like,
During hold.
3 days, 2 nights. A lot can happen, you know what I'm saying?
Don't be like that.
Love at first sight. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I saw her cleaning and I was like, damn, she cleaned good.
I'm fucking done.
I do clean very good.
My closet not down, I hope you can't see it.
Very good.
It was in there. So I'm gonna do a barracks tour, guys. It's not
No,
my
not
barracks.
mine. Fuck no.
Send me the video. I want this video because this will be playing on our wedding. Okay.
I want to play the part where I'm cussing at you first. And
I'm
then-
dead.
Why would you be cussing?
Oh yeah, if you weren't a cusser, you will be a cusser.
You meet the love of your life in boot camp. That's all I gotta say.
Don't get married. Don't get that BAH. It's not worth it.
I didn't meet you in boot camp, so who the fuck you met in boot camp?
Okay, so they have the A-Rock and R-Poc. Which one is the R-Poc? R-Poc that sings? Okay.
No, A-Rock is the one that sings. R-Poc is the one that's like in charge of the division.
So if you can sing and walk and march 2 miles, be A-Rock, right?
What was the question?
A-Rock, the one that does cadence. Yeah, if you can sing, if you feel like you're a strong singer, sing and walk 2 miles and see if you can do it. That's
You
gonna
have
be the
to stay in
choice.
step like
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we start out doing left, right, left?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
You'll
1,
start out
2,
singing like
3.
left, right, left, whatever, and then you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, which 1 is for your left foot, 2 is right, 3
is left.
Yeah, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but some of y'all still managed to fuck it up after 8 weeks.
Definitely. Some of y'all got 2 left feet. Master Arms is the person who does...
Whoever is good at being in charge and yelling at people, I don't know, yelling at people, like, you gotta keep them under control. You gotta be able to get the division quiet.
Without the RDCs having to get them quiet. Because if the RDCs have to get them quiet, y'all get beat.
Yes.
You don't want to get beat.
Or if you don't listen to your MA or your RPOC or your A-Rock, whoever. Because A-Rock kind of in charge too. Like, if they're like, hey, guys, like,
calm down, chill.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I know you're talking. We did it too.
But it helps. And if you're integrated, like we were integrated, so it's males and females integrated, but they're not sleeping in the same
we have a girls compartment and guys compartment.
Yeah. So it'll be guys on one side of the other, like on a whole nother compartment. And compartment means rooms. Okay. So females will be on this side and then the males will be on the other side. They weren't talking about us.
Who'd they say? Service member who?
I don't know. Probably the same person they were looking for earlier. So you'll have the female compartment and you'll have the male compartment. And then depending on like what you are, you might just be in a whole male division, and that sucks for you because you're gonna be around males like 24/7. And that's gonna suck for y'all. But so they'll have a female yeoman and they'll have a male yeoman. And then depends on when y'all integrate. Like my division was 353, the one I got asthmaed into. So my brother did was 354. So our yeoman was over there in 354 because that's their house. The compartment is their house. Now, when the males integrated from 354, they went into the 353 and that was their house. So they had a female yeoman. But there's like more than one yeoman.
We did it for wherever the compartment is for 345. You got me saying yours. 345. But like my last.
Yeah.
For 345, we tried to keep our yeoman, because we had to do barracks checkout. We tried to keep it
in the house.
Yeah.
But it's hard
because it makes it easy. So we had a male yeoman.
Yeah.
But we had a female RPOC.
Yeah.
And we had a male A-Rock. And then
they tried to do both, but because my division had chiefs, female chiefs, they try to make all the important roles females, so that female empowerment, of course, because it's not that many. The Navy is a male-driven military, so when females are like high up, they try to make sure that we're up too. So that's a good thing. So like, you know, be all you can be. Like, it looks really good.
If you kind of prove yourself in the beginning, like, they're watching you. I know you probably think they aren't, but they are watching everything to see who they can pick for the A-Rock, RPOC, everything like that.
You get collar devices too, so you're a little cool. So when you see baby divs, you always know if they're baby divs because they won't have a collar device.
And they're probably wearing their go fasters.
They're wearing their go fasters. And as we said in the previous video, what go fasters are. They're actually go slowers. Go slowers, because you don't go
They go uncomfortables, that's what they are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Like I said,
we were excited to wear our boots.
And those hurt when you're first breaking them in.
Make sure when you go to the fitting, you get the size that feels good. Like, it might take a minute, but I had to change mine because the metal in the front was like stabbing me.
They're steel toe boots, by the way. Steel toe. I need to shine on.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
I'm gonna shine on tomorrow before I go read to the kids.
Talk about that.
Let me see. Oh, okay. So we got Mastered Arms. We did Yeoman. We got A-Rock, RPOC. Who else are we missing? We did.
We had a lot of things like head PO.
Oh yeah, there you go. So if you're good with laundry, pick laundry. And it's probably like
if you do laundry, you're gonna be in there for. Like, you're going to spend a lot of time doing laundry because you have to do the whole division that's in there, like the whole guys compartment, whole whatever. You're going to do all their laundry. And
it kind of sucks a little bit because when you're in boot camp, like, you might, okay, we're going to get a little disgusting. So males, cover your ears, earmuffs, whatever you want to do. Females, yes, you think you know when your period is coming. In boot camp, that fucking changes because you're under stress. And you're under new, like, everything, so your body is just like, you don't know because you're waking up, you're doing this, you're constantly doing something. So some people don't get their period, so don't think you're pregnant or nothing crazy. You just don't get your period. And then some people get their periods before, like, they knew they were going to get their period, or later, and it might last longer, and it might last not long enough. That's normal. So don't be like, oh my God. And they will test you if you have any kind of STD. They don't tell everybody in the world that you have an STD. They just let you know, take whatever pills they tell you to take and go about your business. And then if you want birth control, they give you birth control so you don't have to worry about bringing it.
Vitamins, like prenatal vitamins.
Vitamin D if you need that. Calcium.
Calcium pills, yeah.
Calcium pills, so if you're anemic, They will test you for all of that.
Or if you don't like drink milk.
Yeah, if you don't drink milk.
Cheese, cottage cheese, whatever the fuck, stuff like that.
All that's free. And if you want it, you can get it and you'll put it in your A and B drawer. I got Bengay because when we worked out, like, my muscles was like...
She old as hell.
I'm old as dirt, y'all.
I didn't need that. I'm young.
You know what I mean? But if you want to, you can get it. They have, if you get sick, they have Mucinex.
Try not to be SIQ during important things. Like, yeah, you got a cough. Like, I've been coughing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it from her.
Probably, because I got it from someone else.
But if you can avoid being SIQ, do it, because whatever you're doing is important, and it's easier when you're there to learn about it. But, like, you know, if you want to take like a weekend off or something, you ain't doing nothing, you can go SIQ.
Oh yeah. Or if you do SIQ, I wouldn't do SIQ. I would get LLD, which is limited light duty, and that, like, you just straggle behind like the division. Like, if we're going somewhere, you don't have to walk in like with the division. Like, what are you organized? Right? Yeah, you don't have to walk as a division.
I want to do LLD because I don't like straggling.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if it's like
you don't know where the fuck you going, you don't do LLD.
Yeah, don't do LLD.
That's why mine was never LLD.
Yeah. But if the thing is, if they tell you, like, don't go to medical because something hurts, go to medical, because there's people who have stress fractures and all these weird kind of fractures because they didn't listen to their body. If your body is telling you you hurt, you're hurting, go to medical. Do not listen to
some people have shin splints and then some shit turned into stress.
Something else, stress fractures.
And there's people that got asthma because it was so bad, like,
and you
they
get
couldn't
asthma
run and stuff like that, so they got set back, and some people got in, what's that program?
It's RCU. SEPS. SEPS is separations, meaning you're going to get separated from the military, and it looks really bad because you can't really get a job anywhere else because it's basically kind of like a felony when you're on your employment, because it's
just try and explain it if you can, because some people just fucked up in boot camp and some people just couldn't run.
Yeah, just couldn't run. But, like, if you hurt like shin splints, go get that looked at like almost immediately, because maybe it's just you need like 2-3 days off for your body and your body recovers. But don't, like, I can push through it, don't do that, because I went to RCU for 4 days because my ankles were swollen, and they said if I would have stayed on my feet and I would have went to RCU, like, it would have turned into something worse. And you being in RCU stops your time. So so if you feel some kind of pain, just go. It's better to get it looked at and x-rayed, because you don't want something super important to come up and you're hurting and then that pushes you back. They're gonna asthma you back. So if you get like a shin split or you get a fracture, you're getting pushed back like 2 weeks because you have to heal. And if you're in RCU,
well, it depends on like what's coming up, because some, like with the girls in our division, they gave it a few days being LLD and stuff like that to see if they could get better.
But if it's like a shin split, you can get better. But like if it's a fracture, you're on crutches.
Depending on how bad your stress fractures are, because some people had it and they were staying with us, but depending on how bad it is, you gonna get set back.
And you don't want to get set back, because you could be like 4 tech, which is like week 4. Well, actually it's technically week 5 because of P days, and you get set back. That's gonna suck. Like, I saw people that got asthma into my new division. They were like coming back from, like, they're about to graduate.
Week 6 people got set back into hours, like,
to like week 3.
So they're ahead of us, but like they have to do everything over again. The classes, they have to everything.
So even if you pass like other stuff, you have to come back and you have to redo it. So it's not like, oh, I got pushed back, cool, I don't have to do this stuff. Nope. You got to do everything all over again. And if you fail, whatever they did.
Gas chamber again, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Gas chamber ain't even that bad.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
You know what? It was a little bad for me because I was a little sick. So, like,
she's been sick for 5 months.
You know, and my seal broke. So that sucked too. So if your seal broke, that's garbage for you. Like, my seal broke, and you do the test, and my seal still broke. So good thing I listened and wasn't like fucking around like everybody else. So my seal broke here, but you press here and it reseals everything, but you have to keep it.
It's just pressure, so the
Okay, well, I'm back. I'm by myself because Medley and them, they went to go do laundry, and they also went and I think they went and took a nap. So I'm back in my room, and so we already did A-Rock, RPOC, Mastered Arms. I was a religious PO, which is just the RPO. which is another job. And RPO really Friday and Sundays we go to church, and they have church for whatever your preference is. Fridays usually like choir. The RPOs really don't do much. Like, we get to police ourselves in the chapel, and then like if you want to do confession, so they have Roman Catholic, Buddhism, Christian, Protestant. They have this one that's for I forgot what it's called. It's like something earth science or something, and that's more so like if you want to meditate, learn how to deal with anxiety, stress. It's like a de-stressor, because like everything that you do during the week is really stressful, especially if you're coming from whatever environment you're in and you're coming. It's hard on people, so some people don't know how to deal with it. So it's cool if you go to the chapel and you talk to the priest or the chaplains. So anything you tell the chaplains, they will not repeat. So if you're having like trouble with your RDC, or maybe a certain recruit, because that's what you'll be called. You'll be a recruit until you graduate, and then you'll be a sailor. So you'll say, like, when you're leaving the quarterdeck, you'll be like seaman recruit. Like, it would have, like, when I was leaving the quarterdeck to go to medical or somewhere else, I'd be like, seaman recruit Davis, Division 353, respectfully request permission to go aboard. And then the person in quarterdeck would be like, do you have a, what is it called? Dang it. If you have your medical or your freaking, I forgot what it's called. Man, I've been out and I already didn't forgot. But your interstation pass, and then you'll be like medical, your heart card, or interstation pass, and then they'll check it, and then you come back and you salute them. You salute the flag, and they'll be like, I see you have your heart card and or your interstation pass, and you say aye aye, and you salute, and then you leave. And in RPO, you always sign out with your interstation pass. And then they have the mail PO, and that's just the person who goes and picks up mail. Speaking of mail, there's an app called Sandbox. You should get Sandbox, because regular mail takes a week, 1 week, to get to your people, or 2 weeks, depending on where you stay. And Sandbox literally gets to you. Your people will get it in one. You will get the mail in 1 day. It's a little costly, but it's worth it, especially like if it's your first time being away from home. You'll be able to like communicate with them like more often. I mean, it takes them forever to get it, but they will be able to immediately like send it to you. So Sandbox is SANDBOXX. I'm gonna put the link, of course, in the video so you see what I'm talking about. And it's for military, or anybody that's going through boot camp. What else? So RPO, male PO, they have a tall PO, so if you're tall, you get to like to touch tall stuff or get to tall stuff, they'll call for you. Also the table POs that make sure like the tables are where they're supposed to be, because when you're in your compartment, there's tables that the RDCs are helping you, like they'll be doing paperwork or stuff like that. They also have an ASMOD PO, that's like people, of course, like we talked about, they get ASMOD, and their clothes are still in your division, and you have to sign their stuff out and send it to wherever they're at now. So you'll sign out like if the laundry PO did their clothes and they left, so you'll have ASMO laundry, and the ASMO is just like paper and then their stuff, and it'll be like Seaman recruit Davis was in 353, but I was in ship 11, so it'll go to my new ship and my new division, and then someone will come pick it up and they'll take it to them. I'm trying to think what else. Don't bring a bunch of stuff or buy a lot of stuff when you go to the next, because your A and B drawer is so little that it's crazy, like the amount of stuff. Like you already get a bunch of stuff when you get there that they give you, and then like adding anything else looks crazy in there. Like a majority of the time I didn't have a lot of space, so you don't have to worry about shampoo and conditioner, because you can buy it from Next, and then you can put it in the head, which is the bathroom, in the head, and it'll be community, so that saves you some space. You just keep your deodorant in there, and then like they have like Raggedy shampoo and conditioner. I mean, it's not Raggedy because it's Cantu and Organics and tea tree oil for all my natural girls, so they got y'all covered. Don't think they don't got y'all covered. You can always get your people to send you shampoo and conditioner. But if you don't want to put in a community thing so people won't use it, you know, then that's you. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's all the jobs. I would pick one of those just because it shows initiative. I know a lot of these Navy videos tell you to like keep back and like stay in the shadows or whatever, but I feel like boot camp is how you make it, like how you want it to be. Like if you come in there with attitude, of course they're gonna treat you with attitude. They're giving everybody attitude, so there's not anyone that's picking on you. It's not deliberate to be like feel like you're getting picked on, because it's not like that. Boot camp is literally to build, is to break you down from the civilian that you are, to put you in the military perspective. So don't ever go in there thinking that they're like picking on you when they're not. They probably more than likely see potential in who you are, and knowing that they either see something in you from themselves or know that you're going to be great. And that's really what they want you to do. They want you to stop being a civilian in the civilian mindset and putting you into the military. Because when you come over to A school, everything is going to make sense. Like every single thing that you do is going to make sense. You're going to be like, why did I do this? This doesn't make sense. This is stupid. And then when you come over here to A school or towards the end of boot camp, every single thing is going to make sense. And you also get these PTUs, the Navy, you know, HEYYYYYY. But I'm going to figure out some other videos to do while I'm here in A school to keep y'all like up to date. And I graduated September 7th, and I went in, my official date, I went in October 13th when I dipped in. And then I had to wait because I was in college. If you followed me, make sure you subscribe and like, you know. If you look at my other videos, I was in New York, and I also was in college in Dallas, and I also was in college in Houston. I do have my master's degree. So I waited until I graduated, and then it was too long for me to be in the DEP program, which it is, and then I transferred from New York back to Texas. And then I left from there, and then I was able to come in. So actually I dipped in October 13th, 2017, and then I re-dipped in July 9th, which was the whole process, like going to DEP meetings, making sure I was working out and eating healthy. Make sure you continue doing that. And then also and then I graduated September 7th. So just know you will make it. It seems hard, but everything that you do serves a purpose. Until next time, be in knockouts.